Published 12:47 EDT, the 9th of September 2017. Updated 12:47 EDT, the 9th of September 2017. Bournemouth's visit to the Emirates must have weighed heavily on Arsene Wenger's mind during the international break. Defeat, or even a lacklustre performance, in front of a volatile home fan base would have seen the stadium turn on the French manager. With that in mind, Wenger had plenty of big calls to make for what Mesut Ozil described as a must-win game. From sticking with Danny Welbeck to sticking Alexis Sanchez on the bench, Sportsmail assesses Wenger's key decisions. Arsene Wenger gestures from the touchline during Arsenal's victory over Bournemouth The Gunners to a 30 success at the Emirates Stadium in the Premier League. The £46.5 million summer signing justified his selection with excellent forward play and a first-half goal. Alexandre Lacazette linked up superbly with Welbeck and Ozil in a fluid front three, in which he played on the right for the majority, and gave Bournemouth's defence no respite. His goal was largely of his own making, great strength to outmuscle a Bournemouth defender and help Ozil's ball through the middle onto Welbeck. When Lacazette received it back he finished well over Asmir Begovic. Should they added a second when he pounced on the rebound from Welbeck's block on Begovic, although it was an excellent recovery save from Bournemouth's goalkeeper. Alexandre Lacazette celebrates with Hector Bellerin after scoring for the Gunners. Wenger opted to start Welbeck again, and it took the forward only 6 minutes to ease what could have turned into an uncomfortable afternoon for Arsenal and Wenger with the opening goal. The ball may have gone in via his shoulder, from Sead Kolasinac's left-hand side cross, but in it went nonetheless. The second he notched a short way into the second half was an exquisite finish from an angle. With the disgruntled Sanchez on the bench, Wenger would have been delighted that his two main attackers both scored. The charging down of Begovic late in the first half, which almost earned Arsenal another goal, showed how much Welbeck relished the opportunity. Danny Welbeck was among the goal scorers for the home team in the comfortable win. Wenger stuck stubbornly with a back three despite Arsenal's awful defensive record leading up to the match. They had conceded 9 goals in 4 games, but here it worked to contain Bournemouth effectively, and Laurent Koscielny, Shkodran Mustafi and Nacho Monreal made the job look simple. The system allowed Hector Bellerin on the right and Kolasinac on the left to cause Bournemouth difficulties on the flanks. An overlapping run from Kolasinac brought the first goal, a first clean sheet of the season. Petr Cech and Bellerin applaud the fans after the victory over Bournemouth. The Chilean ended a troubled few weeks in the dugout, sat a few meters away from Wenger after failing to secure a deadline day move to Manchester City. Sanchez was branded out of shape by a former coach and lost 2 World Cup qualifiers with his national team. Then he was forced to watch on as his 2 rivals up front scored in the first half, and his teammates put in one of the best attacking displays for a while. He came on with 15 minutes remaining to a mixture of boos and cheers. Wenger threw Alexis Sanchez on after leaving the Chilean among his substitutes. Mesut Ozil spent the international break bickering with former Arsenal players turned pundits, calling them out for the criticism of the North Londoners and demanding they get behind Wenger's side. Wenger backed his man and Ozil backed up his words with a performance as strong. The only thing lacking from it was a goal. Mesut Ozil produced a strong performance, only lacking a goal on Saturday.